Yo guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today I've got the best 4-2-3-1 custom tactics in FIFA 23 for you guys. But before we do get into the video, if you are new around, be sure to subscribe to the channel, notifications, turn on to miss any more videos on the channel. If you do enjoy it, smash thumbs up and leave your thoughts on these custom tactics in the comments below. But let's jump straight into it right now. Okay guys, so like I said, the formation we are taking a look at is going to be the 4-2-3-1. This team isn't set up specifically for this formation. I've been using it for the Premier League objectives in the last couple of weeks. So this is just the team that I've got set up right now. But I'm going to show you the custom tactics that I would use in a 4-2-3-1 anyway. So guys, for the custom tactics on the defensive style, we've got a couple of options. We've got pressure on heavy touch, we've got possession after loss, we've got constant pressure and drop back. These three right here, you're going to lose so much stamina on your players. By the time you get to the 60th minute, your players are going to be knackered and you're literally going to have to make like 3 or 4 substitutions in the 60th minute because your players are just going to be dead. And then drop back just means that your whole team's going to drop back, which can work, and in previous FIFAs this was very overpowered, but in FIFA 23 this doesn't really work too well. So we're going to go and just leave it on balance. Balance is really nice. It's just the best defensive style in my opinion on the majority of custom tactics you are going to see within FIFA 23. So for the width, we're going to drop this down to around about 43, guys. Obviously, your 2 cams that are out wide. So you've got the 3 cams. You've got 1 center, 1 left, and 1 right. And you want your left and right mid to cut in as well. You want them to be very central. So it's almost like you've got 4 attacking almost down the middle rather than 2 players playing as wingers. And then one of your cams playing in behind the striker, because you sort of end up with a cam, a striker, and 2 wingers in that formation. But if you bring the width in a little bit, especially on the defensive style, it just solidifies everything up in the midfield. The right backs and left backs are going to tuck in a little bit. Those 2 cams are going to drop back and they're just going to fill in the center of the hole as well, which is a really nice way for them to play. And then for our depth, we're going to bring it up to about 60, guys. So our defensive line is going to be a little bit higher than on some of the formations you'll normally see. I do like how this plays, especially with the amount of players that we've got, because obviously we've got 4 defenders, our 2 centre defensive midfielders, and then 3 cams that are going to come and tuck in as well, which just solidifies the entire midfield. So you don't have to have crazy depth because you've got that many players that are going to come back and defend for you. You don't need to be sat too deep because one of your left back and your right back will pick up the runners. Your 2 wide attacking midfielders will slot in next to the left back and right back. For our build-up play, guys, you will know on some of my custom tactics, I do actually enjoy the long ball. I like how the long ball works. I've got a lot of players pushing forwards in something like a 4-2-4, for example, with 4 players up front that are nice and pacey. But for this, it's not going to work too well. So you've got the option of fast build-up and slow build-up. Don't particularly like how either of those play, so we are just going to leave it on balance. Balance, for me, just works the best on this offensive custom tactics. And then for our chance creation, as always, we are going to ignore the forward runs, the possession, and all of that stuff. We're going to go straight to direct passing. I love the way the direct passing plays in this game. It creates so many opportunities, push your players in so many good positions, and personally it is my favorite thing to use on these tactics. For our width, look, just like we did for our defensive style, we are going to drop that down a little bit. We bring it around to about 44, 45 sort of mark, and that is what I like about this, because like I was saying on defensive one, your left and right attacking midfield are also going to slot inside as well, so it gives you a lot more options when going forwards. Instead of them playing as wingers, you ended up with like a cam, so you almost end up in a 4-3-3 formation with the cam and the 3 attackers, so you also have got a striker and 2 wingers. Whereas if you bring the width in a little bit, your cams are going to slot in a little bit more, make it more attacking down the middle, create a lot of opportunities and a lot of space for each other, and really bad to start creating a good amount of chances. In terms of players in the box, guys, I bring this up to about 3, and then corners and free kicks I leave are both on 3 there as well. So now, guys, in terms of our instructions, let's start with a goalkeeper. We're going to have comes for crosses and sweeper keeper. This is the same on majority of my custom tactics that I ever make in FIFA 23. Love how this plays. It just means keeper's going to come out when he needs to. He's going to be in a nice little area to clean up the ball. If a long ball gets played over the top, he's going to beat that striker to the ball as well. And he's going to come and punch crosses out. Left backs and right backs, guys, are both going to be on stay back while attacking and overlap. I like how this plays. They're going to stay back while we're attacking. But if they do get that position to run forwards, they will run over that and they will overlap those left and attacking right midfielders, get into a bit of space to ping the ball into the box, and then you've got 4 players almost waiting for that cross into the box, which is just great. So like I said, both left back and right back are going to be exactly the same, stay back while attacking and overlap, and our centre backs are going to be on completely default. So if you're left or right centre midfielder, guys, this can be, it doesn't matter what side you put them on. Just in one of the sides, you want a proper defensive midfielder. So for me, Declan Rice is that defensive midfielder. He's a player that's going to break down play. He's big, he's physical, he's strong, he's fast. He can play the ball out, and he's just going to sit in that defensive midfield slot. So the instructions I'm going to put on Declan Rice, guys, or whoever your centre defensive midfielder is, like I said, if you want this on the right-hand side, you can put it on the right. It doesn't matter. Just make sure one of these players is set up like this. You're going to want on stay back while attacking, cover centre, and I like to have deep line playmaker. So he just sits back, distributes the ball, doesn't get involved in the attack too much, and just sits in front of that back 4. And then guys, for your right centre defensive midfielder, you want a player that's a bit more box to box, someone that's going to be able to defend, get back, do the defensive work, but also join the attack, do well, score some goals, got some good passing stats. So Thiago is one that's in there for me right now. We're going to have balanced defense, balanced attack, normal interceptions, change this from cover wing to cover center, and then stick to position as default. Everything's completely default other than that cover center. So then for our left and right attacking midfielder, guys, we are going to have come back on defense and get into the box for crosses on both of those. Come back on defense, get into the box for crossing. Having your left attacking mid and your right attacking mid come back, like I said, it solidifies that midfield more. It's almost like you've got a 4-man in the midfield and a 4-back, so you've got a 4-4-2 almost. But when well, I'll show you how you set up your centre attacking midfielder as well. But having those left and right attacking mids come back solidifies the midfield, really solidifies how the whole team defends, and just makes it so nice. But then because you've got them on get into the box for crosses, when you do win that ball back, say for example Rice picks the ball up or Thiago, you're going to have both Ben Rama and Harry Kewell just bombing on forwards. They're going to be sprinting forwards, getting into the box as much as they can, which is then going to give you the opportunity to play a through ball to one of them, or if there's a lot of players forwards, you can then put a ball into the box. It's going to create a lot of opportunities, but also when you're defending, just solidifies the team so much more. So then guys, for our centre attacking midfielder, we're going to have a stay forwards, get into the box for crosses, and then leave both of those on default there. And the way that I like this, like I said, when you're defending, it almost plays as a 4-4-2 or a 4-4-2 formation. So you've got your two players that are going to start up top, which will be Paqueta and Bowen. You then have Ben Rama, Harry Kewell, Bowen back to help defend. But when we win the ball back, they're both going to bomb on as well, make some really good runs. And then you've got almost 4 players up front with Thiago slotting in as a cam, and it's just going to play really, really nicely. So you've almost got 5 players going forward. And then for our striker, guys, we are going to have that on stay central and get him behind. We don't need any of this other stuff. We can have him on stay forward. It doesn't really make too much difference because he's a striker, so he should play for stay forwards. But if you find that your striker has got like high defensive work rates, just have this on stay forward. It just means he's then not going to come back. You're going to carry on with those 2 players up front, and then just have him stay central, get him behind, because obviously you've got your 2 left and right attacking midfielders. They're going to be a bit wider, so you don't want your striker drifting out either, because you're going to have 2 players in the same position. You want both your cam and your striker to be up front in the middle, and then like I said, Ben Rama and Kewell, which are your left and right attacking midfielders, are going to play sort of a little bit wider, but not too wide, because you're going to have your left wing and right wing bombing on as well to join the attack in the overlap position. And that's just how I have that set up, guys. In terms of your roles, is obviously going to change for depending who you've got in your team. This can be completely different for everyone. But that, guys, is the best 4-2-3-1 custom tactics in FIFA 23 for you guys. If you did enjoy the video, smash thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll catch you in the next one in a bit. Peace.